Good morning.
How are you today, V?
I'm good. How about you?
Okay, I'm good too. Okay, so are you ready for our lesson today?
Yes.
Okay, but before we are going to continue our lesson, which regards to the structure on how are we going to create personalities, in telling personalities, in asking question using that personalities, allow me to show you a video first. Could it be okay? Could it be okay,
Okay.
B? Okay, let's try to watch this video and please take note of the words that had been used in this particular video. Are you ready, V?
Yes.
Okay, can you see it? Can you see the
Uh,
video, V? Okay, can you see the word
yes, I
describe
see.
your okay. So let's start now.
Your character and
Can
personality.
you hear it?
If you're nice and friendly to other people, you're warm, kind, pleasant, sweet, and good natured. And if you're not, you're cold, unkind, unpleasant, horrible, unfriendly.
Okay. Before we are going to continue this one, V, so we have to discuss a little bit about this one. Okay? So, have you seen the words, the following words in here? Have you seen the
Yes.
words, V? Okay, can you
Warm,
read this one? Nice and
nice,
friendly.
and friendly to other people.
Okay, so what are those personalities if we are talking about nice and friendly to other people? So these are the positive personalities, and on the right side would be the negative personalities. Okay, but you have to take note. We have done this one already. When we are telling about personalities, we're talking about adjectives, right? Okay, so these are the positive personalities, and these are also negative personalities. And we consider this one as adjectives. Okay, V? Okay, now can you read the positive personalities that we have in here, such as, say, how to read this one, V? This one
So,
is warm.
or what? I see your screen.
You cannot see. Why? Why you cannot see?
Ah, yeah, I can see you.
Okay. You can see
Yeah,
it
I can see.
now? Okay. Now,
Yes.
can you read this one, please? Say
Warm,
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 kind,
kind,
pleasant,
pleasant, sweet,
sweet,
good
and
nature,
good natured. Can you
good
say it
nature,
again? Say good
good nature,
natured. Again, good natured.
nature,
Okay, very good.
nature.
Yes, and all of these are the positive characteristics or positive personalities. And then on the right side, written in red, are all those negative personalities, such as, can you read this one, V? Say, cold.
Cold,
Yes. Then we
cold,
have unkind. Can you read it?
unkind,
Okay. And we have,
unkind,
yes, we have
unpleasant,
unpleasant. Again,
unpleasant,
okay. And then we have,
unpleasant,
yes, we have horrible.
horrible,
Again,
horrible,
okay. Next,
horrible,
okay. Next,
unfriendly,
unfriendly. Again,
unfriendly,
okay.
unfriendly,
Yes. Now look at this one, V. Actually, if the positive personality of person is warm, the negative personality for that is cold. If you have kind personality, the negative would be unkind. If you have pleasant personality, the negative would be unpleasant. Then if you have sweet, you have horrible personality. If you have good natured, meaning you are unfriendly. Did you understand it now, V? Okay, do you have questions with this so that we can continue? Do you have questions for this, V? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No.
no more questions. Let's continue now.
If you love communicating with
Exciting.
other people, you are an extrovert, which means you're sociable and outgoing. People who like talking are talkative and communicative. If you don't like communication, you are an introvert, which means you're quiet, reserved, shy, or taciturn.
Okay, now look at this one, V. So, if the person love communicating with other people, showing the following personalities. So, these are the positive personalities and these are the negative personalities. So, what are those positive personalities that we have, V? So, we have, can you read this one, V? Say,
Uh,
this one
we have
is extrovert.
extra, extrovert,
Very good. Then the
extra,
second one is,
sociable,
okay, can you read it again? Sociable.
sociable,
Very good. And then the third one,
outgoing,
very good. And then the fourth one,
talk, talkative,
okay, talkative again.
talkative,
Very good. And then the fifth one,
communicative,
okay, communicative again.
communicative,
Yes. And all of these are positive. And then the one that is written in red are all negative. So what is the negative of extrovert? It's the
introvert,
introvert. Very good. What about when you say sociable? What's the negative personality of sociable?
quiet,
Quiet. Yes. And what's the negative personality when you say outgoing? You
reserved,
are reserved. Very good. What about when you say talkative,
shy,
shy? And if you are communicative, that means, or the,
taciturn,
yes, taciturn. Okay, so that would be the other way around of that. Okay, okay, let's continue now.
If you are relaxed in your attitude or manner, you are positive, optimistic, cheerful, easygoing, laid back. And if you are not, you are gloomy, pessimistic, negative, miserable, or tense.
Okay, so let's go back for a while in here. Okay, so if the personality of a person has relaxed in attitude or manner, what are those? So we can say that person has or have positive.
positive,
Then there's the second
uh,
one,
I mean,
optimistic.
optimistic,
Okay, the third one,
cheer,
cheerful.
cheerful,
Very good. The fourth one,
easygoing,
yes, and
laid back,
okay, it's laid back again.
laid back,
Very good. And then the opposite of that, if you have positive personality, the opposite of that would be
gloomy,
gloomy.
gloomy,
Again,
gloomy,
very good. The opposite of optimistic would be
pessimistic,
pessimistic. Again,
pessimistic,
very good. The opposite of cheerful would be,
negative,
okay, and easygoing,
mis
miserable.
miserable,
Very good. And then laid back,
tense,
it's tense. Very good. So these are all the positive characteristics, and the opposite of that would be this one. Let's continue now, V.
miserable, or tense. People who think about others' feelings are sensitive, tactful, thoughtful, delicate, caring. And the opposites are insensitive, tactless, heartless, cruel, and cold hearted.
Okay, so let's try to study this one, V. So for those who think about others' feelings, the following are their personalities. Okay, the positive one, and these are also the opposite. So when we say, if you think about others' feelings, you have what kind of personality? You have sensitive. Can you say this one, V?
yeah, are sensitive,
Very good. And you have
thoughtful,
tactful. Very good. You have,
thoughtful,
yes. And you have,
delicate,
okay, delicate again.
delicate,
Very good. And you have
caring,
caring. Very good. Now, the opposites of the following personalities, when we say sensitive, the opposite of that would be insensitive. Can you say this word, B?
insensitive,
Very good. If you have tactful personality, the opposite would
tactless,
be tactless. Very good. If you have thoughtful personality, you have
heartless,
heartless. Very good. For delicate, and the opposite
true,
is cruel.
cruel,
Okay. And if you are caring, the opposite of that would be cold hearted. Can you say this
poor
one, E?
hearted,
Very good. Okay, let's continue.
People who prefer telling the truth are honest, truthful, sincere, frank. And those who don't are dishonest, liars, insincere, deceitful. So a
Okay.
liar is a noun.
Okay. Now let's try to um tackle this one now. So for those people who tell the truth, their personalities would be like this. Okay? And the opposite of these are all of these. Okay? So you are
you are
honest.
honest,
Yes, you are
are
truthful.
honest,
Again, truthful.
truthful,
And you have
sincere,
sincere. Again,
sincere,
sincere. And
sincere,
then,
frank,
yes. Then the opposite of honest would be
are
these.
dishonest,
Very good. The opposite of truthful would be,
liar,
okay, liar.
liar,
Okay, can you say this one again? V, say liar.
liar,
Okay. The opposite of sincere would be,
insincere,
okay, insincere. Again.
insincere,
Okay, the opposite of frank would be deceit.
deceitful,
Okay, deceitful.
deceitful,
Very good. Okay, let's continue, V.
If you are open to new ideas and different views, you're open minded, unbiased, flexible, and tolerant person. And the opposites are narrow minded, biased, bigoted, intolerant.
Okay, let's try to study this one. So, what do you think would be the opposite if you have an open minded personality? So, what would be the opposite of open minded, V? You have narrow.
narrow-minded,
Very good. The opposite of unbiased would be,
biased,
okay. If you have flexible personality, the opposite of that would be,
bigoted,
okay, bigoted.
bigoted,
And then the opposite of tolerant would be,
intolerant,
okay, let's continue.
If you know what you want and intend to reach your goals, you are determined, strong willed, strong minded, resolute, confident. And if you don't, you are undetermined, weak willed, indecisive, irresolute, unsure.
Okay, let's try to do this one. So if the person know what you want and intend to reach your goals, these are the personalities. Okay, if you are, so you have this personality,
Determined.
determined, and the opposite,
Determined.
yes, the opposite of determined would be
Indeterminate.
unde-
Indeterminate.
okay, undetermined, undetermined.
Indeterminate.
Yes,
Undetermined.
yes. And then if you have strong-willed,
Weak
you
will.
yes. If you have strong-minded, you have
Indecisive.
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 Okay, indecisive.
Indecisive.
Yes. If you have resolute, you will become the opposite of
In
resolute would be irresolute.
irresolute.
And then the opposite of confident would be
Unsure.
okay, unsure. Again.
Unsure.
Okay, let's continue, V.
Weak willed, indecisive, irresolute, unsure. People who love working and work a lot are hardworking, industrious, diligent, ambitious. Ambitious people usually have a plan for life. And the opposites are lazy, idle, sluggish, unambitious.
Okay. So if the people has these personalities, they love working and work a lot. So the positive characteristics or personalities for that would be hard working. Okay. What is the opposite of hard working?
Lazy.
Yes. So when we say hardworking, those who are working a lot, okay? And those who are not working a lot, they called as lazy people, okay? Okay, then we have also say
Industrious.
yes, industrious. For those who are not industrials, they became
Idle.
idle. Very good. And then we have also diligent.
Diligent.
So the opposite of diligent would be
Sluggish.
sluggish. Okay. And then we have ambitious. What's the opposite of ambitious? V would be
Unam.
okay, unambitious.
Unambitious.
Yes. Okay, let's continue.
Those who learn and understand things quickly, rational people, are intelligent, clever, bright, and smart. And those who don't are unintelligent, stupid, or foolish and silly. But
Okay, now let's try to do this one. So for those people who want to learn, okay, and understand quickly and that they are rational, so we can say that their personalities are the following. So it's us, for those who learn and understand quickly, they are intelligent. Okay, but for the opposite of intelligent, that would be okay. V, can you read this
Yeah.
one? Unintelligent.
Intelligent.
Okay, unintelligent.
Unintelligent.
Yes. So the opposite of clever would be
Stupid.
stupid. Yes. And then the opposite of bright would be
Foolish.
foolish. Again.
Foolish.
Yes. And the opposite of smart would be
Silly.
silly. Okay, let's continue.
foolish and silly are not so strong in meaning as unintelligent and stupid. If you care for other people, you're an altruistic person, which means you're unselfish, considerate, and noble. And if you don't, you're selfish, self centered, and vain.
Okay. What about For those people who care for other people, so they are altruistic in personality. So what are those personalities if you would like to care for other people? So we can say that they are unselfish. Can you say this word, V?
Yeah.
Say unselfish.
And selfish.
For those who are not, they are,
Selfish.
yes. For those people who care for other people, they become considerate. And for those who are not, they become,
Self-conscious.
okay,
Self-centered.
self-centered. Okay, again,
Self-centered.
self-centered. Yes. For those who are noble, the opposite of noble would be,
Vain.
okay, it's vain. Again, vain.
Vain.
Okay, let's continue,
These
V.
are people who think only of themselves. If people trust you, you're probably a very reliable, trustworthy, loyal, or faithful person. And the opposites are unreliable, untrustworthy, disloyal, unfaithful.
Okay. So reliable, people trust you. So that means they have this particular personalities. Reliable, trustworthy, loyal, and faithful. What about